That's right. Where it crosses, where the line crosses the y-axis, right? And what's the definition of? Oh, we denote that by b, right? And what's slope? Denoted by little m. What is it? You guys probably know it as rise over run. Us mathematical peoples, like delta y over delta x, which means nothing more than the change of y over the change of x, or up or down over left or right. Okay. So on these first two problems, all they want us to do, they give us some lines. They want us to come up with the y-intercept and the slope. So here's my y-axis. And where does, let's do the y-intercept. So where does it cross my y-axis? So here's our line. Yeah, it looks right about there. Well, it looks to be positive 5. And then my slope. Well, I'm going to pick a point that crosses my grid here. So I'm not on fractions. Fraction and a fraction. Oh, man, that would be a killer. So here looks like it's intersecting at grid lines, right? So I'm just going to count how to get from this point to this point. So I'm going to go down. So I'm going to need a minus sign. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to go to the right one. So it's a positive one. So there's my y-intercept and there's my slope. That's all they wanted. Number 2, my y-intercept where it crosses my y-axis. Here's my y-axis. Here's where it's crossing at -3. Then my slope. I'm going to pick another point here. Crossing the intersection of a grid. It's pretty close there, but I think this one's on the money. So to get from one point to the other, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4/5 is my slope. And then they want us to sketch some lines. Now this happens to be in slope intercept form. Y equals mx plus b, where b is our y-intercept and m is the slope. So I'm going to get my y-intercept first. I'm looking at my equation here. My y-intercept is the b, so it's +1. My slope is the coefficient of x. It's not x, it's the coefficient. So my slope equals 1/2. And depending on my graph here, I might want to use -1 over -2. Depends on how it fits here. So start by my y-intercept where it crosses my y-axis at 1. My slope is 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Or if I use this one, down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2. If you plot a lot of points like this, when we get to systems of equations, it's a lot easier to see where they intersect. For this purposes, 2 or 3 points is probably good enough. Okay, number 4. Um, y-intercept is +4. My slope, the coefficient of x, is 9/2, or I may want to use -9 over -2. Okay, y-intercept is 4, so here's my y-axis. Here's +4. And I'm not going to be able to go up 9, but I could go down 9. So I'm going to use this slope. Down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then to the left 2. So there's my 2 points. I can only get 2 points on this one. So I'm going to use a straight edge just to be neat. And there's my line. By the way, a slope intercept form is the easiest form to graph lines. Number 5, see my y-intercept, -1. My slope, -1/3. And I can either put that negative sign with the numerator or I can put it with the denominator. So graph my y-intercept. See -1. If I use -1 over 3, so down 1 to the right 3, down 1 to the right 3. If I use this one, up 1 to the left 3, up 1 to the left 3. And the last one for today. Let's see, my y-intercept, +5. My slope, let's see, 2. But we like to write slope in fractions, so I'm going to put it over 1. My y-intercept, +5. Um, I'm going to use -2 over -1. So down 2 to the left 1, down 2 to the left 1, down 2 to the left 1. There's my line. Questions, comments, concerns? Tomorrow we'll do standard form, x and y intercepts. Oh, by the way, you can probably start your assignments and Delta Math. week 5. Tomorrow we'll finish up the section and then you can work on your delta math. Okay?